Greenwich Council decided to remove an unofficial memorial for Lee Rigby. I say unofficial because at the location where Lee Rigby was murdered, there is no memorial. They've actually refused to put a memorial. It seems as though they want Lee Rigby's name to be forgotten. They don't want anyone to know he was murdered in that location. They want his death kicked into the long grass. So we decided to go and bring some flowers back there and put some flowers there in respect of Lee Rigby. I read the council statement and the reasons they've given. And the reasons they gave for why they removed the memorial was because local residents in the flats next to it didn't want them, and because it's next to a school. So I went to speak to local residents, and I went to speak to people at the school to see what they had to say.
I was there living there the day when it happened, so...
Have you met anyone else in the block that has a problem?
No, I haven't.
So you haven't met any residents in this block where you live that have a problem with there being a remembrance thing there?
It's there for a reason, and they should let it be.
So do you think that maybe this would be solved if the council just put a proper memorial to Lee Rigby here?
I think that would be the best idea. Yeah. Where they put it up the other end is not appropriate.
It's good to commemorate someone.
It's good to memory.
Yeah.
I think they might complain about some of the flags blowing, but that's the only thing. Nobody really minds about it at all.
Do you have a problem with it?
I don't have a problem with it because I'm ex-army.
But when you say it must be, when you say it must be, because...
Well, we've had letters.
Okay, from...
the council.
Saying what?
I can get it and prove it to you.
And what does the letter from the council say?
That they're going to ask if we would like these flags moved.
What actually turned out was that the council were touting for a reason to remove it. The council sent letters to all the residents saying, do you want us to remove it? People weren't complaining, wanting it removed. The council touted to find a reason to remove it. Dear residents, the council has been contacted by a number of residents in relation to the flags, flowers and photographs that have been attached to the railings around Ellison House. We understand that Lee's tragic murder remains an emotive issue. That is why the council supported the installation of a plaque. The council supported the installation of a plaque in St George's Chapel. It's not good enough. There should be a remembrance part here where he was murdered. A lot of people are putting this down to the fact that we couldn't offend Muslims and that Muslims wouldn't want it there. I don't think that's actually the case at all. I think this decision has been made by far left-wing people within the council. And it's got nothing to do with the Muslim community. In fact, I don't think any of the Muslim community would mind there being a memorial for Lee Rigby. Would you be happy for there to be a memorial for Lee Rigby?
Yeah, I respect for it.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
I've never heard anyone complain about it at all, mate. And how many years have it been there for?
Oh, no, 5 years. Do you think there should be a permanent, as a local person, because there's no permanent remembrance thing here for him?
Yeah, plaque, yeah.
Just remove that. And then it does away with all people feeling the need to do it themselves.
Yeah, true. Very true, I agree.
Now, here's some footage taken by a passer-by who was angry, who saw council employees at 5 o'clock in the morning removing the Lee Rigby's memorial. 3 days after we laid our flowers, we went back to examine whether any other members of the British public had been there to lay support or show support for Lee Rigby. It's very clear, you can see it's very clear that the British public want somewhere. They want a memorial site. When someone dies, they get a headstone. They get a headstone so their loved ones can go and sit there and mourn them and feel like they're there with them. Now, Lee Rigby was a son to his mother and father, but he was a son to Britain. When he was killed, that was a death that affected our whole nation. Now, the British public want somewhere. And there is a memorial up in Lee's hometown of Middleton that's his family's memorial. The general public that probably don't want to be visiting up there, or the family might not want them visiting there. They want somewhere where they can go and show respect and have a moment to think and remember Lee Rigby. It's clear as day that's what's happening. And the fact that Greenwich Council are blocking it, it's just unbelievable. 4.5 years on, the fact that we're even talking about this and the need for it, this is something that's not going to go away. People are not going to forget Lee Rigby. Greenwich Council, no matter how much you want this to go away, no matter how much you never want to hear the name Lee Rigby again, that's never going to happen. The British public demand a memorial. If you want to solve this problem, just put a memorial at the site so people can go and pay respects to it.